for my son.
Me too.
Like to put
Good
that
morning.
close to the stage.
How are you?
Kind of acclimate.
I am fantastic. My name is Jim Ed Brown, and I want to tell you something. The greatest thrill that all of us people get is about once a year, sometimes twice a year, is whenever we have these country family reunion things, and all of our peers get to be together, and I get to say hi to and hug all the pretty girls.
You know, just say it real straight.
What do
when
you
Ira
say? Oh,
follow me.
that's great.
See, that look is, I don't know that song either, you see.
Follow me. That's the only part I know.
Yeah, but instead of just like your normal way you'd say it, it's like there's a little twist. He says it just a little different.
Well,
I don't feel the freedom to rewrite it.
Cheryl and Daddy and I are working on one of his too, and it's been I've just had to bear down and try to make it, like I would sing it, because it didn't flow that way for me either.
Mine's higher and I'll get it.
You didn't change the key?
Well, I could.
What it is, his songs
No.
are what it is.
You
I'm
mean I
sorry.
can change the
No.
key?
Sorry.
Oh, no.
His songs are very rangy. That we'd like to not figured out how to do.
Well, there's three of y'all to swap around and flip around. There's
What?
just one of you.
What we had
I'll
thought
still
about.
flip around.
You're gonna burn it, you know you are.
I can't wait to hear it.
Thank you.
You're going to do it good.
What are you saying?
It's called Do You Know My Jesus? And Cheryl and
Are
Sharon are
y'all
going to sing it
singing?
with
I'm
me.
gonna help her.
I'm jealous.
Well,
But I'll
now-
get over it.
You'll
Because
have
it'll
good,
be so
you'll have
good.
good help.
Okay, y'all just feel free to come in and help cover me. All
Nora.
right, now I got to tell you one.
Okay.
All right, so have you heard of a little book called God Winks?
No.
I
All
know
right.
that guy.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I don't know the author,
Well,
but I know one
I'll
of the
tell you
people
the
in
story.
there that God winked at.
okay, I
And
know.
they're- do you know the one I
I
mean?
bet you do. Go ahead.
Gob. Wait,
Oh.
Ken Gob is his name.
No.
What it is, it's a tiny little book, and it's got on the cover has yellow taxi cabs, and then there's a blue one.
Okay.
It's like on the, shot above the interstate. And what it's about is these little stories where God, it has to be God, what happens. And it's like,
Orchestrated
yeah,
things,
and it's like
that
he's
kind
just
of
showing you he's
Yeah.
thinking about you and
Yes.
stuff. And Ken Gobb, we met him and his family minister, and they got two buses that they travel in, all of them.
Wow.
So he's laying in his bunk saying to God, are you sure you couldn't use us more if we were in one place instead of doing all this running up and down the road? And just really don't, Lord, I just don't know where I'm at. I mean, and you get tired traveling. Well, so they stopped, just pulled off the interstate to eat. And they asked him, he said, no, I don't want anything to eat. Well, he just got out and walked, and there was a service station there. And he's just walking, and he walks past this payphone,
Oh, no.
and it rung.
Hello?
Now, and so, and he said he looked around, there wasn't nobody, and it just kept ringing and kept ringing. And so he thought, well, maybe I ought to answer it, maybe for the attendant or somebody in here, so he said, hello. Well, the operator said, is this Ken Gobb?
No, it did
I'm not kidding. And so he said, well, yes. And said, well, hold on, I have a
Collect
call.
No.
That would have been good, but it wasn't.
Just kidding.
Not collect. Okay, but anyway. So he says, hello, and she says, oh, said Mr. Gobb, thank you for taking my phone call. And she was so distressed, she was thinking about suicide. And she said, and I just didn't know what to do. And so she said, and so I called you. And thank you, I'm so glad I caught you in. And he said, lady, and she had been to some meeting and heard them sing and minister, so that, and had picked up something with their office number, on it.
Oh, my goodness.
And so he said, well, let me tell you, I can tell you with full assurance that God loves you, and no matter how you feel, you got to know that He really, really loves you. And he said, because I'm not in my office, I'm in a phone booth here
In the middle
off
of
the
nowhere.
interstate.
Oh.
And whatever he said, whatever
Yes.
town and stuff that they were in. And so then they talked and stuff. And I mean, of
Wow.
course, changed their life.
Oh my goodness, I believe stuff like that
Oh my
happens
gosh. Would you
all
like
the
to get a
time.
phone call from God like that? I would. I've had God winks, but I don't know if He's winked that big.
I-
You think?
I had a call like that one time.
You did?
I did. It wasn't quite that. The guy did call me at home, and he had gotten my number. I'd been in a prayer meeting with him at somebody's house, and he got my number from this woman. I hadn't seen him in months. I mean, long time. In fact, I'd only been around him a couple of times, and he was a preacher, but he was kind of a shy, reserved person. And so I never felt like I got very close to him. I mean, we talked a little bit, but he was the teacher at these prayer meeting Bible studies that I went to just twice. And so anyway, he called my friend and got my number and called me, and he had a word from the Lord for me, and it was so specific. And he said, I just was crying. I was a heap, you know. And he said, well, God loves you very much. And I'm thinking, he must. He went to a lot of trouble to get this word to me, because it was real important for me that it came from somebody that didn't know me very well, you know. And
God knew that when you'd realize it was Him.
and it was really, really encouraging, and you know,
Right on time.
Yeah, always.
Well,
So I felt like it was a call from God. It
after all,
wasn't,
you
but-
remember you're a friend of God.
Yes, that's right.
You remember
You are
that?
too. Yes, I do. I do. I
Well,
think
I'm
about
gonna pay
that.
attention
Women
for my
hug
wings.
you. Yeah, I bet
I don't
you
want
get
to.
one.
I don't want to miss them. Sometimes I get busy and carried away, and they might just be all around me and not notice. So I need to be more attentive.
Oh! Probably the best one. Bolivar. Boy, it takes a while to sign Bolivar Shagnasty.
Yeah, we don't never perform together. It's really cool to be able to just hang around and talk and laugh. Catch up.
They all wish they were junior samples last time.
Being my age, you've listened to them on the radio and grew up listening
When
to
you're
them
just a
and
little
watching-
bitty boy, I
Yeah.
know, I've heard it.
So it's good being with your heroes today.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm doing it low. Oh yeah, that's great. I think it'll be fun. I mean, I think it'll be a fun thing to do. And you know, if we don't get on, it'll be fun to like this. There's but the course I think is like what is that one? There's one in there. See, I can't remember how that goes. But there's one where it goes. It changes. It's the walking. Yeah. I think you actually don't play that. There it is. That's what it is. That's the chorus.
Is that the one or the two?
Is that low? I mean, yeah, that's fine.
It's G-E-N-E. How are y'all doing? This is one of the best singers I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh no.
I remember one time
He's the man.
I
He's
was
the man.
playing a club in Knoxville, Tennessee. I played for years at a place called the Village Barn. And this guy came in, and I'd sung I Can't Stop Loving You, the old Don Gibson song, for years, and I thought I did a pretty good version of it. Anyway, he came in and he played, he and his band came in and he played, and one of the songs he did was I Can't Stop Loving You. I never did it again after that. I thought I could sing it. He absolutely made the hair stand on my head. And he's just absolutely a great guy and a great singer.
Thanks,
I love
Con.
him, and I know you do too.
He's the man. He's the man, I'm telling you. Just wait till the show's over with.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Little Jimmy Fortune wears makeup. Look here.
But she needs a lot more makeup for this part right in here. See, it's a lot of,
Put it on the cover.
there's a lot of space. You can put the map of the United States there.
They should have been here a few minutes ago.
Yeah, if you'd been here a few minutes ago when the Gatlins were in here, woo!
Gotten some video covers
Oh my gosh.
I'm but a pilgrim.
I'm but a pilgrim
In search of a
in
city.
search of a city.
Yes.
Hey, man, I want a mansion. Harp and a crown. But have we tried I Believe with him?
No, we haven't.
We should try that to see what you're going to, which part you want to sing, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's a
Bass.
good question. Yeah. Yeah,
But it's a trio.
with y'all, I do want to sing bass. Yeah.
And I believe there's a place called heaven. He's looking to kick in any point. You want my part, or you mean take your part?
I know I wrote it.
And
But
Do you want to
I've been singing bass for the last half hour, so I'm not.
do you want to take the chorus and me going under you? We could do that. I could sing the lead on the verses,
How?
and then you could take the lead on the chorus.
I forgot how we did it.
it goes to 3 minor, not a 6 minor.
I don't do my. All right. I'm in overdrive.
Man, you're on the speed of sound over here.
Never thought my signature ever mean anything.
Let me write me a check, will you?
Yeah, it would probably be like everything else. It just bounced.
That have some time.
Yeah, it does. Jamie's copying off of me.
I don't know what I'm doing. I can't spell. How do I spell my name? Don't say D-U-M-B either.
I know, but I'm not telling.
She was the first one to ever bring us on stage at the Grand Ole Opry when we first started our career. And our first paid tour date was on the Ryman stage of the Grand Ole Opry, and this lady was the first one to ever introduce us, so she's really special to us.
Well, you're special too. Well, the funniest thing was me seeing the
The Daily
daily and weekly rates
And thought it was
sign
Daily
in
and
Las
Vincent.
Vegas and got excited. I thought it was Daily and Vincent. We were ready to go buy a ticket.
We're having a little lunch here, Dwayne, and we're all right here. Yes.
How are you?
Y'all do know what the good Lord said at the Last Supper, don't you? He said everybody wants to get in the picture, get on this side of the table.
That's right.
So all y'all come over here.
Eat a little strawberry off of Larry Gatlin's plate.
Go right through there.
Right through there, Gary. There you go.
That was Gary Morris.
Just wait for me. That's it right there. That's
Perfect.
It. Great. Here we go.
Tell my wife I did something perfect. She'll never believe me.
Yeah. Hey, don't let your microphone go too far away there. Did we take it off? Did we hide it?
right here.
Okay.
She and I did a marriage retreat not long ago, and I was just talking, and I said something about nobody's perfect. And I said, is anybody in here perfect? And some guy stood up in the back of the room, and he said, no. I said, are you perfect? He said, no, I'm not, but my ex-wife's husband must have been perfect. You know, I have so many people come up to me at my concerts and on Gaither events and say, we saw you on Larry's Country Diner. So I know there's tons of people out there watching you guys on RFD, and people love it, man. They love the honesty, I think, you know, because so much of that has been lost in so much of today's television. And I think to have a show that really kind of conveys the honesty of the music and the people that sing it, I think people love that. They love to see that. And so I was proud to be part of it. And man, I'm doing great. Everything's good. I get to hang out with guys like Jimmy Fortune and a bunch of great guys on the set today. And so today is a good day. It's a good day to be me today.
Yeah, it's a good day to be all of us, isn't it, buddy?
I'd say that's right.
Great day to be alive.
Sounds like Gene Watson in there singing.
We better go hear him.
Son, he's one of my heroes, buddy.
I'll tell you what.
Bill, I got some good news and I got some bad news. And I said, okay, what's the good news? He said, I found your solo LP at a garage sale in the shrink wrap. And I said, what's the bad news? He said it was $25.
You know what? I told him, I said, now when you show it at Phil, tell him that your parents had it in their record collection. But I said the worst part about it is
it's not open.
It's not open.
Yeah. Well, they just bought it for the photos. There you go.
And well, you just want to get on camera. This is my husband. Would you film me real close, up close, so you can see any flaws he has?
We talk.
Oh, you crazy.
Hey, you took my spot.
Yeah, this is my cousin, my new friend. Hey, here we go. Here we go.
Woohoo, Daddy.
I have to get my makeup now. And I'm going to.
I literally could have just got up and turned around and kneeled down at the pew where I was at right there. I mean, that's what I felt like doing.
Well, you
Just give it
should. You
up.
should have.
I sure should have.
Just
Yeah.
walk right out there and just.
Poor Rory, he knew not to look at me because he would he'd have been gone or two. It's just so moving. It's so good though because it takes
good.
it really
Does you so
puts
good.
everything into perspective.
Yeah.
Did you grow up more gospel or on country?
Gospel from my mother, and I would sit by mom in church, and she would just sing and belt out those hymns. And I think that's part of the way I get so emotional because she just sang and sang those hymns, and I would hear those harmony parts and try to sing them with her.
Yeah.
And so every time I hear Gene Shepherd or any of those guys singing those hymns, and the way that they sing them, it just makes me think of my mother. Yeah, and how exciting, how amazed she would be to be here today and to experience this and get to see what we get to see. And she's still with me. She lives up in Indiana, but then the countryside, she taught me how to sing country music.
Yeah.
So the country soul and the gospel influence kind of all came together at the same time, and it blends magically.
It does, doesn't
because
it?
that's what country music was based on.
It really was.
Yeah.
And it is about life, you know.
It really is.
But yeah, my mom. Well, she's on the Christmas CD that I gave
Yes.
you. And,
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the second half of Oh Holy Night is my mother.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And but I was, the way I was raised, they had a country music show when I was a little kid, and then when I was about 10, we started going to the Pentecostal church, and so then Mama just sang in church.
Yeah.
She won a recording deal before that in Houston, and she always says that it was the Lord that, she had 4 kids, and she said, I couldn't have handled a career in music and raising a family, and so every time she sings, Jimmy cries. I mean, when he hears my mother just sing, he just starts.
Your mom's so beautiful.
Oh well, thank you.
And your dad.
Thanks.
She's
They're
not
good people.
around here,
They're in
though, is she?
Texas.
They're in
No, they
Texas.
live in Texas,
I've
but
never
they came to
seen
some of the diner shows, the Larry's Country Diner shows.
Well, I hope I get to meet her.
Cherokee.
I think we may be changing the outro. Let's just do a diamond, one diamond, forget all that stuff. Or that sounds good. Okay. Whatever that is. 4-5-1? We do it different than you.
I remember when Elvis came in. I was his MC. Tillman Prince, brought Johnny Horton in. Johnny Horton was the opening act. Elvis was the opening act for Johnny Horton.
Well, was that before?
Yes, it was in. It was before he hit me.
Before North.
He had Scotty and Bill with him. He made $150 for him, Scotty, and Bill.
Real good so far. Y'all seen
Elvis did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scotty Moore and.
So I took Elvis out. I introduced Elvis. Of course, he was already hot. He caught on. He's so big, He became a smash favorite, absolutely overnight. And Horton had these big hits going. And Elvis had only been going for about 6 months to close to a year. But when Elvis got on stage, did his act, I walked out and I said, "Now, coming up will be the star of the show." I couldn't even say Johnny Horton. They said, "We want Elvis."
We've seen the star of the show. Sorry, Bill.
Colonel Tom called me, and I booked Elvis the second time for $3,000.
Wow.
And was sponsored with the fire department in Wichita Falls, and they made a ton of money.
Oh, Lordy.
Okay, Colonel Tom calls me.
Yeah.
He said, "I got the boy ready to bring back down your way. and you think you can handle him? And I said, sure we can. And he said, how much you think you can go on him? I said, what? Because he said, I got him up for bids. Oh! He said, how much you think he can go? Well, I thought he made $3,000. We got him for $3,000 and made a lot of money off him. I thought I'll raise his price. I said, how about $5,000 this time? The colonel said, that's good for me, but what about the boy?
Yeah. He ended up probably going for 10 in 1956 or 7. That's a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Colonel would call me up. Colonel he'd call. He'd say, "But bringing Elvis in there," I said, "I want you to advertise him until you make the people sick, and just before they puke, sell them a ticket."
Oh, there's some promotional wisdom for you right there.
Elvis, about the third show he was there. Of course, 2 shows, both of them packed, turn away. And I got out there and I couldn't find Colonel Tom. And I needed to talk with him and I walked out and he was out in the lobby. You know what he's doing? He's out there selling pictures of Elvis. And I walked out and I said, Colonel, because I needed to talk about something. He said, here, sell some of these. And I was out there selling pictures when I needed to talk with him.
And you probably thought, what are you doing, you crazy son of a gun? Little did you know, what was he selling for, $1?
Yeah. I said, well, is Elvis going to autograph him? He said, don't mention autographs. He won't have time.
But we got some swag here.
That's it.
Good thing is to everybody make sure you wear plenty of pit stop. Plus, if you want your hair to really spike up, it's secret. A lot of people don't know because it's a secret. You can use secret and you can put it right up there.
You know I'm fixing
and then God, that's cold. What are you Oh, I'm sorry. Back to you in the booth, Kurt. Oh, okay.
She was 10 years old. She was really good. And she was open. She was doing a couple songs before I came on.
I hate to follow a kid.
I know, I did. And so she was really good. But afterwards, they had the posters and everything. And the poster was a picture of me. And then they had all the names. The little girl's name was on there. And she said, oh, I've never signed an autograph before. I said, well, go ahead. I said, just sign it wherever you think you can see it. She signed right across my forehead. I started laughing. I said, well, honey, you did exactly what I told you to do. I said, but Steve, you really don't sign on somebody's face. But I said, just sign over here.
Was it all in caps?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was her big name right across it. I said, well, it's not really a 4-head. It's a 5-head anyway. So.
Oh, gosh, that's funny.
Look at here.
Hello. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
That's the old friends, man.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah, true. It's the old friends that you don't
Oh, I know.
Good, brother. You doing okay?
Fine, you?
You always looking good.
Good to see you.
Hello, Ed. There. How you doing? See you.
I put my stuff in there with you. Okay.
It's safe. I'll see if it fits.
Well, where you been?
All over the place. Yeah, I've been running the roads like crazy.
Well, we went to East Tennessee this week.
Okay.
Middleborough, Kentucky, yeah. LMU, where I went to college, my homecoming.
Okay,
Good. Up on the pinnacle, looked all the valley.
That's great.
Beautiful. All leaves are full color.
It's always good to go home, man.
It is, yeah.
I'll be going back up that way tomorrow.
Where are you going? Where are you from?
Up Virginia. Right up in the Shenandoah Valley.
Are you? Oh, Lord, that's beautiful up there. I made it Interstate 81. Well, when you go up there, mile marker 4 on that first overpass there, that's my bridge.
I see that. I see your name on there all the time.
I have a lot of fun down there. That's beautiful.
Oh, it is, yeah.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Pretty Angel, how you
Good
doing?
to see you. Well, I'm needing to get a little more angel-fied.
No, you don't need to.
I get a lot of response from the diner.
Yeah.
Doing the diner. And somebody I had a thing back early in the year. It was
a Marine reunion. This unit of Marines. The guy called me from Alaska. And he'd seen the diner or maybe one of these country reunions or something. And of course, I got a website. If anybody's looking for me, they can find me. But that's pretty much it. Someone will, someone will hear me somewhere, and they'll tell their church, or just word of mouth. A lot of it is.
That's something we really want to do, is start playing churches, and we just never really get a chance to, whether it's playing in Dallas and we just stay over and play a church after that, or just come there and play a church. That'd be nice.
Where was it? Graham, Texas. Golly, out by Possum Kingdom, where the bad fires were earlier. And I did a Saturday afternoon, and then a Sunday morning. Didn't do anything Sunday night. Drove to Lewisburg, which is a bedroom community of Dallas. And an old friend of mine, Joey+, who's a former special teams coach for the Cowboys. He's got a sports club.
Oh, he does?
Sports bar.
Yeah.
So I went out there, stayed with him and Diane on Sunday night, and then did his club Monday night. And I'll tell him, if I'm playing a club or something, I'll tell him these days, if you get Ed Bruce, you're going to get some Jesus too.
Yeah.
And I'll play some of my Christian music.
Yeah.
And
will you do that by yourself, just acoustic?
Yeah.
Or with tracks? Some with tracks?
Well, churches generally I'll do. I've got some new stuff that hasn't been recorded yet, and I'll play some of that on guitar. And then I use tracks from the stuff that I haven't recorded. But it's a kick.
Good.
I tell them that I love my new job.
Yeah.
I say that pay's not only great, but the fringe benefits are out of this world.
And is it just you and your wife traveling in?
Oh yeah.
What do you travel in? Just a truck or?
F-150.
And when we saw you and you were in Huntington, you had puppies. So it seemed like, or were you just going for a walk? Because when we got done, we were getting ready to leave, and you all had changed, and you and your wife were going for a walk, walking through, like, just enjoying the day or something. Huntington is the Dixie Carter Theater.
Okay.
We played a show with you there, and when it was done, y'all just got comfortable and just went for a walk together. It seemed like you were walking a puppy, but maybe not.
Well, it wasn't a puppy. It was the old red dog.
We call them all puppies.
He was probably a Akita Chow mix. Sweetest thing. He was just sweet as he could be. We lost him back in March.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he was 13. He had lymphoma.
Wow.
And boy, we had a bunch of money in a mongrel.
Yeah.
Because he was in chemo for 7 months.
Did it help him?
It did. At some point, the vet said that's the longest he'd ever had one in remission. They gave him another year and a half. And he was such a sweet old dog. But he got out the end of the road, had a backhoe. He came up and dug a grave for him, and I got a referral reference to a vet that made house calls. He came to the house.
Wow.
And I sat on the porch with his head in my lap. We had him 13 years. Just a good old sweet dog.
Yeah. We had my wife we've been married 10 years, and she had this dog that came with her when we got married, and she loved this dog, and this dog loved her. And about a year and a half ago, we were on the road, and he just started. It was like happened in a month. He just was hurting really bad, and anyway, we brought him off the road, and then we had to be gone for a week. We came back, and he was skinny as a rail when we walked in the door, and his vertebrae had like fused together, and then by the next morning he couldn't walk. Luckily we were at home, but I'm telling you, she grieved for a year, so
sure.
She just almost wasn't going to get over it because it was so special. But the best part of all, I haven't been around a lot of death. just yet in my life. You know, I might at some point. My mom's getting older and things, but when the vet had to come and put that puppy down, I mean, it changed my life because what happened was, you know, he was there and he was fine, and then all of a sudden, I've never seen the life go out of something before.
Yeah.
When I saw the life go out of that dog, I clearly, for the first time in my life, I'd heard it, read it, and knew it, but I saw that just a shell left.
Yeah.
Just at that moment, it was just amazing.
Well, we had this old dog. Actually, from a pup, he was something else my daughter couldn't take care of. You know? So we had him, and I'm 71 years old, and I've had dogs since I was 3.
Yeah.
And in fact, we've got one on the way right now. She was 3 weeks old Thursday. Little miniature Australian Shepherd. They're great dogs. And her name is Aria.
Aria?
Can't wait to get her.
Born in how long? 10 or 12 weeks will you get her?
We'll get her 5 to 6 weeks.
5 to 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
No, I don't care what your name is, just kiss me. And if I'm gone a couple of weeks, that'll be enough time for you to miss me.
You had it going there good. I messed you up. Sorry about that.
No, that was great.
But it was his idea. Jim Ed's idea.
Well, then your name gets to go first. Dallas, you got to come up and say,
B is first,
huh?
B is first in the alphabet. Yeah.
B, yeah. It is?
You better copyright that
That's
now.
where I went wrong. How much do we have now?
You know what, you got everything there, don't you?
This is a neat little machine. Don't worry about meter later.
Well, this is the
Well, no.
era before meter rank.
I didn't get it down.
You didn't?
No, now we're gonna do it. 1, 2, 3. I don't care what your name is, just kiss me. Now you gonna sing lead? You gonna sing tenor?
I was gonna try to sing tenor with you.
Gonna sing tenor?
I'm looking for a part.
1, 2, 3. I don't care what your name is, just kiss me. Now y'all are singing this. I don't care what.
All right,
1, 2, 3. I don't care what your name is, just kiss me. And if I'm gone for a couple of weeks, that'll be just long enough for you to miss me. We'll work on the meter later.
Can I sing bass?
No, Daddy sang bass.
All right, here's your part. Papa, Papa.
No. I'm singing bass.
Some of us around here love that part, though.
I'm singing bass.
I don't care what your name is, just kiss me. And if I'm gone for much too long, that'll be enough time for you to miss me. That's a little
Now you got to
bluegrass.
come in. That second line, that third line's going to have to be some harmony.
And if I don't kiss good enough, for God's sake, don't dismiss me. I don't care what your name is, just kiss me. That sucks big time.
How are you, sweetie? So good to see you. Good to see you pretty this morning.
I can walk, but I like to be pushed.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Hey, Eugene.
These two can sing tenor to a dog whistle. I ain't kidding you. Oh, Elizabeth!
I can't sing it that high. I won't even attempt to.
I can't sing it that high. I can scream it that high. That ain't singing. When you think about who all we've, I mean, you look, raising gospel, like look at the guys we had that we got to listen to. You know, look at the guys we got, and in the bluegrass. Listen, you know, Bill Monroe and those. What was that old boy said? I tried out to sing bass for Bill Monroe, but I couldn't sing high enough.
Hey, Larry, this
Look who we got to listen to, Dwayne. Oh, I got to listen to him. He's older now.
Oh, that was mean.
I'm sorry, Dwayne. That was not right.
But don't he look good though? He's holding up good. I tell you
looks
that.
good as his wife.
Yeah,
she looks like she's about 30.
Let's talk about that.
And your daughter and your wife look like sisters.
We can talk about that too.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You got some grandkids coming on picking, singing too now.
Yeah.
Doing a good job.
They're having fun.
It's a family tradition. Just
Well, last summer, Jamie stayed home instead of working, and they just started training their kids and didn't realize that all of them hear harmonies. And so they started a little family group.
that's a nice surprise to have when they hear
Yeah, I
harmonies.
mean, they'd never really even
Yeah.
tried it.
Yeah.
And all at once they all hear harmonies and love to sing. So the Martin Family Circus is born.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Let them keep on doing it.
You know, great athletes sometimes beget great athletes. You know, Mom and Daddy sing pretty good. You know, my mom and daddy could sing. Our grandfather could hit a high B flat the day he died. No kidding, just pure, crystal clear. You know. And I tell people I want to die like he died. You know, in his sleep, not screaming and hollering like the 4 passengers in the car he was driving.
That maybe was the reason he hit a B flat.
He had to.
Now we know.
There was 9 of us kids. We went anywhere. Seat belts were like, you know, when
Yeah,
you
that's
stop putting their hands up. You hit the brakes and throw their hands up and keep everybody from hitting the windshield.
I went to see Garth the other night in Vegas. He just does kind of a little autobiography. It's really cool the way he does it. He said, my daddy was of the old school. My daddy always said, I ain't wearing a dad-burn seatbelt. I want to be thrown clear of the wreck. He said, that's back when windshields were real glass that thick.
Man.
Thrown clear of the wreck? There used to be a commercial, you know, for seatbelt, not a commercial, you know, a public service ad in Texas. This big old Texas Ranger walked up to this smoking car that had been wrecked, and had those big old Rod Steiger heat of the night glasses on, you know. And he walks up there and he looks in the camera and he said, fasten your seatbelts. I've been doing this 35 years and I ain't never unbuckled a dead man. It's pretty cool. But I still, don't y'all still do that when you got a boner night? I do. Janice, you know me, she's grown. Honey, look.
My wife's sitting over there all the time. She's always going. She's on that side over there, and I'm like, well, honey, I'm gonna stop, okay? Well, just leave her driving to me. She said, well, I don't think you're gonna stop.
I won't tell that one on you about them 2 bumpers. Son, Jimmy called me one day and I laughed. I had to get off the phone. I couldn't run. He said, buddy, you ain't gonna believe what I just did. I said, what'd you do? He said, well, I had my truck parked here, my car parked here, and he said, I had my Jeep, you know, like over here. He said, I had a trailer on behind my Jeep. He said, I had to move. I just jumped in that Jeep, son. He said, I took off in between them 2 cars. He said, that trailer caught both of those bumpers on my new cars, just ripped them off.
Both of them. I cleaned both of them out in one was like that. I was standing out there looking at it like, and my wife's out there, she's like, Jimmy, what have you done? Not one, but 2 vehicles you have totally destroyed. 2. I was speechless, really. I couldn't believe I did it.
That ought to be in a movie.
An 8-foot trailer doesn't fit through a 6-foot hole.
No,
I found
unless you
that
go
out.
fast.
Well, I got it in
make it work
by that time. It was like, you talk about stopping quick, buddy.
It needs to be in a movie.
How y'all doing? I'm fine. Doing better now that I see you.
Oh, thank you. Me too. Me too. I was looking forward to that. When I found out you were going to be on here, I said, amen.
You're real.
So are you.
You are real.
Thank you.
That's what makes it great.
Miss Cindy's
I don't know
doing
what I'm doing here today, but it's going to be fun watching.
Oh, it's
people.
going to be. It's great. You'll have a ball, and we will too.
They charged me to come in.
They're not supposed to. They don't charge anybody, Bill, to come in.
I said,
you've been taken.
Said, I want to go in here, John Conley. They said, well, we'll give you a front row seat.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be plenty of stories to tell for you. That's the fun of doing this to me is you always learn something I didn't know about people. You know?
Yeah.
It's great.
I love the shows.
Yeah.
I watch them.
Yeah.
All the time.
Me too.
RFP's doing a great job. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby, mine.
baby. Oh.
How are you?
One of the luckiest guys in the world. I'm hugging one of my favorite sweethearts.
I love you so much. I got to get something for my breath.
All you gotta do is keep breathing. That's all you gotta do.
I got.
That'd be a good
I
stop
take
on
so
the way,
much
'cause by the
medicine.
time we get through there,
I'll be right back.
It should be around 3 or 4. So that gets
So glad to see you.
Good to see you.
Sometimes when
All
you're
right,
driving
my angel.
I-30
I
and you're
know.
almost to Texas,
I
you're
love
going. Just
Hey,
keep on.
you've been with the Opry longer than anybody.
Yes, 56 years next month. That's older than you are, Bill.
We're going to get him in makeup here.
Oh, makeup.
We're going to get him in the makeup here. He don't need any makeup.
No, not at all. Said it I made up last night.
But he might need to get wired for sound.
All right.
Wired for sound. Are you red-eyed and ready?
Yes.
Lead him the way. Lead him the way.
Now this is his better half here. This is Cindy, and she's his much better half.
Oh, thank you, George. You're too kind.
It's true.
Two great guys.
We met in school.
Is that right?
We met on the school bus.
On the school bus?
Yeah, right.
I was the driver.
Don't let him kid.
That's an old joke.
Let me tell you what I want for Christmas. And you better bring it this year.
I'll bring you in.
Because I know where you live. I know where you live and I can get there.
When we gonna do another duet?
I think it ought to be said.
Well, if
What
I
do you
cut
wanna
something,
do?
we'll do it. If I can work up
I
my
want you to
budget.
sing with me today.
What we gonna do? I ain't good at harmony.
Well, just sing with me. We'll sing and say, me and
It'll never be. Oh, yeah.
Jesus
I can do
are
that.
on thank
I can do
I'm
that.
gonna get y'all to sing on that
I
chorus.
know. You know what I get to do? Softly and tenderly.
Oh boy, that's gonna be great.
How are you doing? That's real good. Did you get to go over it with the band yet?
I'm gonna sing after lunch, so I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's married life?
It's wonderful. We're gonna have an anniversary coming up.
I know it must be good because you're getting younger instead of older. Now I don't know what that's. Love is the secret, right?
Have y'all been married a year?
It will be in November next month.
Unreal. What day?
20th.
Ours is the 30th.
We don't.
Officially, it'll be 31.
Wow.
Unofficially, it's 30. Be 34. She was really put up with a mess.
Yes, she has. For once,
I'm
I'm
doing
gonna
good
agree
now.
with you.
I'm doing. Oh,
My
I'm
wife has
telling-
put up with a mess too, so I ain't.
Well, don't tell him he's got to put up with it. He doesn't know it yet.
You should
So
have
we've
seen
been
it.
having fun. We just, his homecoming at LMU was this past weekend, so we just been down in Cumberland Gap.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect.
You should have seen me last night, man. They canceled our flight in Chicago. They canceled it. So I had to get a flight. I was just scrambling to get here because I was going to spend the night in Chicago. So they gave me a ticket to Huntsville and $225 and hop skip and a $225 taxi ride. I'm here.
Oh, you had a busy night, didn't you?
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got into bed about 2.
You ain't had much sleep.
And I got up at 5.
Bless your heart.
Mercy.
You talking about this morning?
This morning.
What'd you go to bed for?
Because I didn't get to go to bed the night before.
Oh, that's good enough reason.
We did one of those Leroy Van Dyke shows at the Wild Rose Casino up there in Emmitsburg.
That's right. That was you were there last night. That's right.
No, I was there the night before.
Oh, but they
Yesterday
had shows
was a
yesterday
traveling
too,
day.
though, right? They had shows yesterday.
Yeah, they did yesterday. That was David Frizzell and Jeannie Kendall yesterday.
Oh, okay.
The day before that, Leroy and I did a show, and then they took a break, and Mo Bandy and Charlie Rich.
You
Jr.
had my boy that picks with me, Justin David.
Yeah, playing the fiddle.
Ain't he good?
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I talked to him.
Yeah, I love
He's
him.
very good.
Yeah, good kid, good young man.
Gladys had to go to Minneapolis to pick him up.
Yeah.
But he's good.
Yeah.
two of my favorite people here. Well, Jeanette.
Yeah.
I had a really good year.
Yeah. With beans were good for me. I think I
Yeah.
put up about 100 quarts of green beans.
I had black-eyed peas this year I'd never done before, and those went over really well.
Well, the deer got those over.
They did?
Yeah, they
See,
did.
we don't have a deer problem. I guess just with the dogs and everything else.
Yeah.
We don't have a,
Mine's
coon
remote
problem.
enough. Yeah.
But-
Mine's remote enough that the deer have free range, you know. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and put up a deer fence.
Are you really? Next
And-
year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't have to fight it. You know?
Right. Well, that's good. We left by the time my tomatoes came in, so
Mr. Conley, I got
I
a
didn't get
chair.
any
Right.
tomatoes. We'll see you out there. Okay.
Got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about.
Do you have those words written down?
We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about.
Yeah, 451.
Sorry, that.
We don't need anybody to tell us what.
Yeah, like C, F, G, 1. Yeah.
It's all about.
Got it.
We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Tell us what it's all about. Do I need to? Don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about.
You got it. Do the whole thing.
Me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about.
I don't know how they did the arrangement, but I'm starting out. Me and Jesus.
Just you?
Got our own thing going. No, maybe just the last word. Yeah, what do you think?
Go in.
Me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus, we got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody. Is it anybody or nobody? We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about.
Then they go to
I'm
tempo.
a man
Okay.
who once was. I did a halftime, but I don't know whether.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
all I
run
heard
with
was
it.
the Tom T, but I
Yeah.
don't know what they charted it from. So
I don't know.
We don't know, we
either.
didn't get to run it. so.
Yeah, we'll get to in the last section.
That's right.
he said.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
one will be
But
good?
we got that.
We did.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I go to a different chord, not third line there. I don't know what they did down.
Oh, and it's
to
all
that.
worked out?
Yeah. Do you know what key I'm in? Is that? do you
No,
know
without
that?
looking. No, we got too many songs crammed in here.
Sounds
Well,
right.
I just-
That sounds like a good key.
You mean
Yeah.
you mod?
Real close right in
You
there.
go to a different key that way, you mod, or different chord?
I have, but I couldn't tell whether I was in A or G. It's one
Okay.
of those, I think.
Yeah, we can check with the band.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll
Okay.
get it out there.
Do whatever you need.
But seemed like if I was an A at that third line, it went down to F sharp minor or something
Like to a minor.
that. Yeah.
That's B or B flat right there.
Like down to a 6 minor, probably.
Something like- yeah.
And then back up to the 1. We don't need anybody. Then you go, tell us what it's all about.
Yeah.
Like that. And you're kind of doing it, falling off your notes a little bit, so we can kind of
Yeah,
have some room
because
to
I
play
do
with.
it blues like
Yeah.
I do everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Great.
awesome.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Gina.
That's how one of my kids.
We can't talk about it. We've got a secret plan coming up the next episode.
They're not as many as
Okay.
I was just thinking about Barbara singing a while ago. I thought I was going to die. You killed me so good.
Jesse Taylor. You wrote that in
that have been in?
Probably maybe 70, 71, somewhere's in there, yeah.
So, and like you said, it came from a place that, an entirely different place that you're in now. Can you tell us a little bit about how it came to be and how it ended up in Johnny's hands?
Yeah, well, some of it came from conviction. I was straying at the time, and this is my part of it. You know, Whitey Schaefer's a co-writer with me. But for my input was, my part was conviction. I was like a wanderer away from home, and I knew it because God is my home. And I had strayed big time, and it was thinking about coming back. But there was so many problems at that time, so many complications. I was addicted to alcohol. Just went to the bottom with alcohol. And when I'd start thinking about it, I would start thinking about the difficulty of laying that down and coming back and all of that. But some of that has that showed up in the song. You know, some of that's conviction from my heart. You know.
Did you think it would be such a big hit for Johnny when you wrote it?
No, not really. Whitey and I, we loved the song when we got through. We knew, you know when you've got a hold of something, but just being a Christian song, a lot of times it's got two strikes against it, you know, because radio is not that. Well, depending on what kind of radio, you know. But top 40 radio used to really steer clear of songs with Christ in them and all, and I think it's maybe more open. Top 40 radio is more open now than it used to be. Yeah.
I think you're right. It seems
Yeah.
it seems to be the case. There's certainly an outlet for folks playing.
Well, like Carrie Underwood, Jesus at the Wheel, or what? I don't remember the exact song, but I know I heard about it, and my goodness, for a song to go #1 or whatever, that's fantastic. Yeah. Why should we draw lines, you know, and say, well, this is strictly this or strictly that? Life is one, all of life. You know, it's interesting you asked that question. It's just like the Jewish people, like in the Old Testament, they didn't have secular jobs. They just had a job. You know, there wasn't a job, a spiritual job, and then a secular job. I mean, all work is equal. You know, with God, if He gifted you to do one thing, then go do it. You know, that's your God job. And but today we compartmentalize a lot of things, and I think now there's exceptions to this. You know, if you was at some real rowdy nightclub and they got nude girls dancing and this and that, and it wouldn't be conducive to bring out a gospel song. You know, it probably would run the people off. You know, but they need to hear it anyway. I think.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
How many of these posters do you think you have signed in all of your days?
How many are there? Well, we've been doing this now for almost 15 years. So how many posters do we sign every day?
Probably at least 50.
It used to be 300, now it's 100.
It used to be 300.
Okay, and then how many times would we do it a year? For 15 years, at least 2, maybe 4 times a year. You do the math. I
That
flunked
cipher's
math.
over my head, yes.
It's over my head, and I'm 6 feet tall.
It is.
not gonna get up and talk when this is over. I shouldn't do all this.
So many great memories too. Gosh, it's so wonderful. A lot of powerful stuff going on.
So when can I come back to the house?
Yeah, tonight. We got a room for you.
Did you even share your story?
No. Well, yes, we did.
Man, this was a great day. Great day. Man, just honored, man. Love you, man.
When you gonna do me? That's what I want to know.
Oh, you don't know that I don't?
Oh, no, I know you do. When you gonna do it for me?
No,
I hear you.
never.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Ever.
Too. Oh, yes, you are.
Ain't gonna happen.
Oh, yes, you are. I've taken down bigger ones than you, Kelly, didn't I walked out on stage with a baseball bat one time. Crash Craddock did me. And he would not do me on a show if I was on the show.
Right.
And I kept saying, Crash, do me. We were about a 10-day tour. The last night of the tour, he was on stage doing all his impersonations, and there was a baseball bat backstage. And I walked out behind him. Of course, the audience is roaring, and he has no idea why. And I'm standing there with that ball bat over his head. I said, now, are you going to impersonate me or not? You do it when I'm not here, you're going to do it now. And he went into it, man. He did it.
Well, yeah.
All right, I hope so. Thank you. All right, yeah. Email me or rhonda@vincent.com and I'll send you my phone one.
Is that your Facebook?
No, that's just my email, but either way. Are you on Facebook?
No, but I'm fixing to try to get on there.
Oh, you've got to get on there.
You'll be
I'm
my
such
friend,
a
your friend,
even
Rhonda.
even dad is on Facebook. He has an iPad. Yeah, Mom just had shoulder surgery, but she's doing really, really well. I will indeed. Yep. Dad can't walk anymore, but he's still mean as ever.
Still picking and singing?
Yep.
He'll
Some
never stop.
No, he won't
I'd love
stop
to do one of those jam sessions that they were talking
Oh
about.
yeah. Well, if you guys make it up through Missouri, stop in. You know,
Love that.
Mom will fix homemade cinnamon rolls and or yeah.
Okay.
It might
to just go.
It might be worth a drive up. Yeah.
Just go.
You have what is it, 431?
Yeah, 431.
I need to mosey south on 431.
Yeah.
Come
Bring an appetite.
eat some of that good food.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
Come on down there and see it.
I'll get my wife and I'll do that.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
So what's the time? Lunch or breakfast?
Breakfast and lunch.
Breakfast or
Breakfast.
lunch.
What should I
Yeah.
come for?
Breakfast.
He's a breakfast guy, so
Yeah.
it just kind of depends.
And if you do, make sure you let us know.
Oh, okay, I will.
We would love that. We would love it. All
We'll
right.
do that.
Okay.
We'll for sure do that.
All right.
Good.
We
All
like
right,
stuff
take
like
care.
that. Thanks, guys. Nice.
Well, I'm going. I got a 500-mile drive tomorrow, so.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to Virginia to see my grandson. I got a new grandson born yesterday.
Well, congratulations.
Name's Carter James Fortune.
All right.
You had a grandson?
Yesterday, yeah.
Congratulations.
Is that the first or?
This is 6.
Oh, they named him after you.
sixth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
6.
you old fella.
I know, man.
you got
Say
George
what you really
Hamilton.
God's been good, man.
That's right.
7 kids and now 6 grandchildren.
Wow.
Can't beat it. Well, I got
I didn't know
stuff.
you was that old.
I'm an old man.
Be safe, James.
All right. Love you. Okay.
Tell you how much I love you.
Thank you so much.
And what you have given
And I've
us.
heard about your work so long
Well-
and everything, and your songwriting, and my goodness.
I've played enough Dallas Frazier music, but I'll play more. You just keep it.
Well, I appreciate it. You might, if you ever run across one that's you're able to play it, I appreciate it.
It'll always
Thank
be
you so
played.
much. Yeah.
I admire you so much, and I'm in awe of your talent, your blessing. Love you.
It's an honor to be with you. For years, we've loved you and just admired your talent. And most of the times, you got a lot of people around you usually, and we don't like to bother anybody. But I said, whenever I see you for a moment that I can get over and say thank you for your talent and what you do, I just wanted to say that.
You're precious, man. Thank you so much.
I mean,
Have you heard Daly and Vincent's cut of, On the Other Side? Or
I don't think I have.
I need to play that
I
for you.
love him though.
It's his song. It's Jimmy's song.
I love that bunch, and I tell you what else, I would pay a ticket to come in and hear Rhonda sing that one song she sang.
Oh.
I mean, whenever she sings, it's
So what is it that Rhonda, Vincent, and Darren and their family, that when they sing, it's perfect.
It's
I mean,
stupid.
it's perfect pitch.
It's stupid. I mean,
Right.
it's
Really
just stupid.
so good.
I have a great Rhonda Vincent story. She probably won't remember it, but I'd never met her before, and I was working at a studio, and one of the people that worked at the studio said, "Hey, do you know Rhonda Vincent?" And I thought she was talking about she'd never heard of her, wanted to know what she did and all that.
Right.
And so I say, "Man, Rhonda Vincent, she's one of the greatest singers ever." I said she had a country thing for a while, and then she does a bluegrass thing. She's got this incredible band. She is the most awesome. I said she's my favorite singer. I said I can't believe she is wonderful. And I thought this chick had never heard of her. And then Donna said, "Meet Rhonda Vincent."
Hey,
You were talking
hey,
talk.
hey. Hello there.
Hi, sweetheart. You are just fantastic.
And I agree. 100%.
And I told him, I said, I'd have paid. It was worth what I had paid to get in here to hear that.
Well, bless your heart. Thank you.
I go for a riding out in the country with my Jeep, and I got your CD, and I put it in, and just to hear you sing.
Well, I have
it is
yours,
so
but I don't
perfect.
have a Jeep.
Well, we'll get you a Jeep, by golly.
He's
But
got a number.
Everything you do, even when you're live, it's perfect.
Oh, it's perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah. I'm standing between two of the best right here in the whole
It is
business.
just fantastic.
Is this not one of the greatest things?
Yes.
I mean,
pretty
it's
cool.
like I remember
The
Vince
show.
was here at one of these, and he said he would buy a ticket to be here.
Oh, yeah.
And you know you would. It's
Right.
really great.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
I like that a lot. As cool as the other side of the building.
Yeah, I heard that. I thought I'd pass it on since you're a good saying guy.
Remember?
Is the other side of the pillar.
Cool as the other side of the pillar.
I'm always turning that pillow around.
Yeah.
I know, man.
That's good. Do I owe you for that?
No.
Good, because
It was free to me. It's free to you.
What a great day.
Yeah.
Man.
You'll be wanting to come back, won't you?
Oh boy, this is fun.
Yeah.
You get a feeling here that you don't get.
Although,
Any show you ever
well,
do,
this is
you'll
home
never
to
get.
me.
Yeah.
It is. Nashville is home.
Yeah.
That's what it's always been.
They treated me like home, I can tell you that.
You're around a lot of people.
I love it. The atmosphere, the attitude. That's one thing about Nashville. Now, some of the areas have changed, but the basic entertainers, singers, you still feel it.
You bet. You bet.
The heart's still
You
here.
bet.
Yeah. Well, my heart's always going to be here.
Yeah.
And being on this program.
I tell you who was great too, that I got to meet and hang with one night, Roy Orbison. He was very cool. He wrote really unusual songs. His song structure wasn't necessarily like verse, chorus, verse. He wrote like a linear song. He was an unusual writer.
So you weren't strictly into history, just starting it over, huh?
I grew up listening to. I love. I mean, I listened to Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis. That was about my only country that I listened to when I was young. But once I got kind of grown up and started buying records, I liked R&B. I loved Otis Redding, was from Georgia, and I loved him. I learned a lot from him. I listened to this little station that was a 5,000 watt AM station. It was the only thing I could pick up. And they didn't have a format. They might play Johnny Cash and then play Wilson Pickett and then play the Rolling Stones and then play Jerry Lee and then Aretha. I mean, they played a little bit of everything. so I listened to that. There was a black church. We lived in this little bitty town, and there was our backyard backed up to the railroad tracks. And on one side, all the white people lived, and on the other side, all the black people lived. And I would raise my window up at my bed. My bed was on the railroad track side of the house, and first band I ever heard was a black church across the railroad tracks. And the music sound carried far enough to get to my house, because they had drums and guitars, and I'd never heard a live band in my life. So that was pretty cool. I had this transistor radio, man, that I got for Christmas. They had a 6 transistor, which was little, and then they came out with a 10 transistor, and you could pick way farther up with that. And I got a 10 transistor, and I would listen, late at night, I would listen to WLAC in Nashville, and all they played was black music. They called it race music back then, and then there was a station called WOWO, and that was in Kansas City, I think, and they played pop music, kind of. And then there was a station down in Slidell, Mississippi that played country. Back then there were a few stations that were clear channel stations, which meant when the sun went down they could increase their wattage up to 50,000 watts, I think, or 100,000. Anyway, it would go out over most of the country. And then they did away with those stations, but the ones that had the license to do that can still do it. That's like WSM. You can hear WSM. I was listening to it the other night in Iowa. I was up there doing a show. I was listening to the Opry all the way from Nashville. So that's how far a clear channel station can go, and there's only a handful of them. They got grandfathered in. You can't get a clear channel license anymore. There's no such thing. And
WLAC does that shit.
WLAC's got it. Sure does. Now, I listened to WLAC after 11 o'clock to the UFO show, Coast to Coast, with George Norrie. He used to be Art Bell. And they talk about all this UFO and psychic and reincarnation. And last night they were talking about pirates. What am I doing? They were talking about, hey, this is great. A lot of times I got water when I sing, a microphone in one hand and water in the other, and a lot of times I'll try to drink the microphone. Kind of looks like Neapolitan ice cream. You remember that ice cream you could get had 3 stripes? It had strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. Neapolitan. Of course, when I was little, we didn't get ice cream, we got ice milk, which was like a notch down from ice cream.
Not a nice milk.
Don't steal my licks.
When did you start playing?
Huh?
When did you start playing?
Oh, about 15 minutes ago. I've been playing all day, actually, on breaks. I started playing 61 years ago. Believe that?
Started on just acoustic?
Huh?
You just started on acoustic?
Yeah. Started out with a $10 guitar. At least that's what I paid for it. Like to kill me. I almost need a machine press to mash the strings down. And after 3 or 4 days of that, my little 10-year-old fingers were bleeding. And my folks figured I was serious about it, so they rented an entry-level Martin. And I've been playing ever since. time writing and singing and really learning to play until recent years. Now that my fingers have gotten too stiff to really do it, I've been trying to get better. I fool a lot of people. Grew up in South Memphis.
What made you want to start playing?
Actually started out on ukulele. There was a kids show on the radio in Memphis back then, and I was a kid then. Bob Neal had who happened to be Elvis's first manager, and their family and my family were close. Bob had a radio show, Uncle Bob's Gang, and he played the ukulele on the show. And as I said later on, he was Elvis' first manager, but he was on the radio in Memphis for years. Taught me my first few chords on a ukulele when I was 8, 9 years old, something like that. And now, like I said, I got that first guitar when I was 10. I haven't really put it down since.
Luke the Drifter was Hank Williams' alter ego. It was a pseudonym, I guess, for the gospel side of Hank Williams. To be honest with you, I think in his day, back in the late 40s, early 50s, very early 50s, the jukebox operators who bought most of the records to play on their jukeboxes and honky-tonks, beer joints, clubs, and lots of other places. I think they were a little concerned about gospel music, whether or not it would work in the beer joints and dance halls and honky-tonks, where a lot of country music was popular. And so whether it was his idea or their idea, I'm not sure, but Hank, all of his gospel music was recorded under the name Luke the Drifter for whatever reason. And I think it was his idea that Luke the Drifter would be his other side, as versus Jambalaya and You're Cheating Hard and I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. When he did spiritual poems and readings, he did them all under the name Luke the Drifter. And I think MGM has got a collection of all of his Luke the Drifter material under that name. But what we've been working on is a live performance evening, telling Hank's life story, but mixing it in with his gospel songs and readings, and some of them were humorous as well, humorous poems and readings. So I did it live in Georgiana, Alabama, his hometown, and the people there recorded it. And we sent the tapes over to Ireland, some friends of ours who are big Hank Williams fans. And they sort of mixed and mastered it, and they're putting out a CD. It should be out probably by the end of the year. We're hoping to premiere it on New Year's Eve, which of course is when he passed away, 1952, getting on into the morning of 53. But it's an interesting side of Hank Williams because so many people think of him as a honky-tonk singer and singing songs about cheating and slipping around and heartaches and pain and misery. but he had a deep spiritual side, obviously. A lot of this material reflects a real compassion for the down and out, people from life's other side. As a matter of fact, one of his readings was called Pictures from Life's Other Side. Well, Luke the Drifter was the other side of Hank Williams, basically. I think there's a thin line now between commercial music and gospel music, because some of the gospel music today is very show busy, you know. I mean, smoke bombs and laser lights and lots of drums and lots of noise. And a lot of the country singers, Alan Jackson's a good example, a lot of the country singers grew up on gospel music. And when he made that gospel album recently for his mother, I think he intended it to be a Christmas present or something, and the record company released it. It's been very successful. There's a thin line today between country gospel and country, and in rhythm and blues and rock music. Of course, there's a lot of the people who grew up on church music. A lot of the Motown people talk about how they grew up in black churches, you know, and Aretha Franklin and folks like that, the Supremes. They had a firm foundation. That sounds like a line from a song. A firm foundation in church music, and a lot of times it inspired them. George Jones is a good example, and Hank Williams. I can just go on naming off famous country singers who credit church music with being their inspiration to want to sing and to perform.
Now, did you ever have any obstacles to inserting religious-themed music into any of your albums or any of the shows that you used to do? I know that.
No, I never did, but I was aware that when you're singing in nightclubs, especially honky-tonks, beer joints, whatever you want to call them, a lot of times the manager or the owner was not too thrilled, you know, for the people to do gospel music, because it might kind of make people think, well, what am I doing in here anyway? You know? And so in a place where they're trying to sell alcohol and they've got gambling and all that, a lot of people feel like it's out of place. But on the other hand, the people who need gospel music the most are probably in those places. And so I've heard a lot of Christian country singers say that they feel it's their duty and responsibility to share a little bit of their faith musically. Not preach to people or preach at people, but just include a couple gospel songs that say where they're coming from. I think a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Let's see if we can interview him real quick. Can we interview you real quick? Can we talk to you on the camera?
No!
At the last verse, they go up, they step up, they modulate, and boy, she come when he shall come with trumpet sound. Man, she gets with it.
Is that right? I want to hear that.
Well, it's been about a year since she got baptized. Over a year.
She did. She was saved a little bit before that and just talked about getting baptized, and finally she's 11 now, but she made her mind up. She was 9 when she got baptized.
Really?
And when she did, there's a little story that she went up to the preacher and she asked him, could she get baptized? And he said, well, we probably ought to have a little visit with your mama and your daddy, and we'll set a time, you know, can't do it today.
Right.
And so she gets on the phone when we get back in the truck after church, and she calls her sister. She calls Hillary, yeah. And she said, and Hillary answered the phone. That was remarkable.
Yeah.
But she picked up and she goes, yeah. And on the other end, she says, yes, Riley, what? She said, are you going to be home next week? Well, I am, as a matter of fact. She says, good, because you got to come to church with me, because I'm going under.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going under.
And that's what happened.
Oh, my gosh. Baptisms make me bawl. I just bawl, especially when little kids get baptized, because it's
big
like
decision.
It's a huge decision. I think it's they know what they're doing. Too.
Yes.
It's not like something they're forced into doing, and it just kills me
I was
every time.
baptized as a kid and didn't really know what I was doing. I just did it because I did everything Sharon did.
Is that right?
I was a year, 13 months younger than her, and I just thought, I have to do what she does. But I was about 12 when the Lord really touched me, and I will never forget it because I knew then. And a few years later, I asked the preacher, I said, I'd really like to get baptized because I want to know what I'm doing. I want that experience. And
Right. So you
I
got
knew it was,
baptized.
It's obedience.
Yeah.
I reminded Riley when she was making her decision, I said, this doesn't get you to heaven. You've already asked Jesus in your heart, and that's what's getting you to heaven. This is just in obedience with all that he asked us to do to show the world that you have been changed. So she understood it, and she went on under.
Can we be serious? We're old road hogs and road hands, and we've been out there, and to know that we had good women at home, who thought they were part of our work too, but their part was to help raise our kids and do stuff. And boy, if I could have found me a woman like that, I'd have really been a lot. I'm sorry. Janice did. Norlie did too.
Working out on the road.
In fact, there's Norlie right there. Come here, baby.
Look here.
We're talking about how wonderful y'all are.
Look how we Texas boys did. Look at that.
Good.
How about that?
Talk about this wonderful part again. Whoa.
Y'all are wonderful. You raised our kids for us when we were on the road, and y'all let us go be stars. And you knew that y'all had a part. And if it had been the other way around, I hope I would have been that gracious. If y'all were girl singers and I'd stayed home and raised the kids.
Well,
Y'all were gracious. We appreciate
that's
it.
where it maybe was meant to be. It works out the way it's supposed to. That's right. That's what we do.
There you go.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
George Ford is right. George
When I close my eyes and she returns, I'll be clinging to a saving hand. I'll be clinging to a saving hand.
Yeah, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus, we got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Then halftime, I knew a man who once was a sinner. I know a man who once was a drunk. I know a man, who once was a loser, went out one day, made it all out of stone. And Jesus got her own thing going. And Jesus, we got it all worked out. And Jesus got her own thing going. Don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about.
It's a 6 minor every time, guys, on that 12th bar.
On the chorus, yeah. But it isn't on the verse.
Oh, okay, cool, okay. Just all the courses of the double line.
right.
Give Sharon. Sharon. Is Sharon here?
John, good to see you.
Yeah, we haven't got. You know how long it's been since we had a picture? There she. Oh, I see her. She's talking to Jeanette. I can hear her. Here, let's just go.
We love you all the time for that.
Hi, y'all. It's time for the pawpaws to pop, the eavesdroppers to drop, the katydids to whistle in the old treetop, and this old cow get up and gently walk away. I'm going to go to the house and have a great big nice Coca-Cola.